This is who we're prosecuting. A grieving mother, falsely imprisoned, who killed the mass murderer who raped and tortured her for 3 years. It's gonna be some rock to push uphill.
About this time last year, or closer to December, there was talk from the studio of coming up with a new iteration of the Law & Order show. And it looked at one time like Law & Order would be picked up for a 21st season. And I think and as far as Law & Order LA, I think it was conceived as a show that was going to be principally just cops. And then when Law & Order got canceled, then the idea was, well, let's include a law element to Law & Order LA. Let's just basically, what I call it, just, Law & Order with palm trees. LA is a very natural place for the show to come home to, because LA was where the film noir, the noir novel originated from. So it's almost ideal as a place for setting a mystery show. Raymond Chandler's books are all moral mysteries, ultimately. And it comes from a long tradition, so it's like, why not LA? In New York, 4 out of 8 days we were shooting on location, and we could hit a lot of locations in one day. We could set up, on one street corner, and basically within a block or two find 5 or 6 locations. Well, in LA, that's almost impossible to do. Every location is a mile away from the other. So as I say, in LA, the only thing that's within walking distance of anything is your car. So that poses kind of a challenge for us, and we're still a location-driven show. And the crew so far is managing to deliver great locations. And it's going to take some getting used to. LA shows traditionally shoot mostly on stages. We're going to be out on location 4, maybe 5 days. We're going to get a lot of driving time. I was at the gym 3 months ago, and there was someone, and it was it's, I don't know, I forget, 10 o'clock in the morning or something. And there was a woman on a treadmill, and she was watching, and it was a rerun of a Law & Order from like 1995 or something. And she was in the last 5 minutes, and she was going, and then her time ran out on her thing. And she stood there on the treadmill, even though it wasn't going, she just stood there just to watch the end of the show. Even though there was somebody waiting to get on. And it was one of my episodes. I mean, I even forgot how it ended, but it was kind of satisfying to see her kind of stand there just to watch the end of the show.